start fishing at 20 to 10. The sun's out, the moon's out, walleyes are out.
Look how shallow we are. I see my leader when I set the hook there.
Coming up this week, Bob is accompanied by tournament angler Erick Hodgins and gourmet chef Matt Maurice. The gang heads north of Lake Superior for a fly-in adventure on the Ogoki Reservoir. This reservoir was created in 1943 in order to divert flow into Lake Nipigon and the Great Lakes. The flooded forests and Canadian Shield create challenging jigging and trolling conditions, but skilled anglers are rewarded with pike, lake trout, and unusually large walleye. From Matisse Lake Outfitters Lodge, Bob and the crew explore the reservoir for biting walleye. But some of the fish are hungry for more than minnows.
There's a fish with it, Bob.
Here it comes. Whoa! All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. All right. Look at that big laker. Yeah. Ah, huge.
Oh,
Hey, that thing is a monster. Whoa.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, I got one. Look at that thing. Help! Look at those teeth.
Bob Izumi.
All right. Woo-hoo. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh. Whoa. All right. Look at the size of this fish.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Chevrolet, Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
Hey, folks, that's what I call real fishing. The north of Superior region is home to some great remote fishing holes. After a day's journey to northern Ontario, Eric, Matt, and I boarded a float plane for the scenic flight to the Ogoki Reservoir. Matisse Lake Outfitters operates 9 wilderness outpost camps and 2 wilderness lodges along the reservoir and the Albany River. This fishery is an ideal place to jig for some delicious walleye. Okay, normally we don't start our shows this late, but we're so far up north, I'm talking north of Superior, that it's 10 after 9 and we're just heading out fishing. We got about an hour and a half left before the sun goes down. Here with Erick Hodgins. And Eric, we're up here with Matisse Lake Outfitters on Ogoki Reservoir. You've heard about this place. What do you think?
Very excited to get out there, get a few walleyes maybe for a little breakfast tomorrow morning.
There he goes. He's thinking of food. And I wasn't going to bring food up, but somebody else had joined us on this trip. And he's going fishing tonight, too. He just cooked us a wonderful meal, some nice beef tenderloin.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
Matt Maurice, the head chef at Martini House, is also here with us. Never done a fly-in trip before. He's pretty excited. So why don't we get out fishing, have some fun, and jerk a few eyes?
Certainly.
All right. We're talking Walleye Fish Factory here. Boys catching any yet? Stuffed full of Matt's great cooking, we spent the first night dropping jigs on a point south of our camp. With gulp, chartreuse, minnows, we fished the shallower waters and grabbed a few meal-sized walleyes.
Little walleye.
First one of the trip. The sun's going down and it is caught on Gulp Alive.
Well, I can't tell you how many fish I've caught on this Gulp Alive this year. This stuff is absolutely amazing.
Is that right? What are you using a lot for, smallmouth or walleye?
Actually, both. A lot of walleye and smallmouth especially.
Another one?
Another one.
Uh-huh. Obviously, you got the magic wand tonight. Oh, I guess I do too. Oh, I messed up.
Uh-oh.
The sun's out, the moon's out, walleyes are out. You working that pretty aggressive, are you?
Just kind of hopping along the bottom. Nice golden little walleye. Whoop. Away he goes.
That's why I brought him along, folks. He is the jig meister. Whether he's in a lake or on a river, the boy catches fish.
I like to eat them, that's why.
So what you're saying is there's not a safe walleye up here if you're hungry. Good thing we just ate that nice tenderloin. You're not thinking of food now.
I'll tell you, they are shivering down there. I can feel them.
Got him? He came back.
Wow, they're getting smaller. Look how shallow we are. I see my leader when I set the
It's
hook.
11 feet right at the back of the boat here. Are you dead sticking that alive right on the bottom.
No, I'm hopping along the bottom.
nice.
A little bit nicer fish there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tough to see, I'll bet, with this lighting condition.
Wow.
Really dark fish. Nice little fish. I see it went right back to the well.
I'm gonna keep this boat angled this way.
Good fishing and great food are on the menu for day 2 of the Ogoki Reservoir expedition. Bob gives us some tips on using the right jigs, while Eric and Matt drop their lines from shore and reel in a little lunch.
So at Macknife Lake Outfitters, we own 13 fly-in remote outpost camps and lodges, primarily fishing for walleye and northern pike, with other subspecies of lake trout and brook trout, some sturgeon and whitefish as well. The fishing is phenomenal. The Ogoki Reservoir, where we're going to be going today, is a phenomenal location. It's 20 miles long, and it's got lots of fingers and arms from it in all directions. You can anticipate at that location and others as well, 2.5 to 3 pound walleyes in there. And just the other day we had people out of Ogoki that said, catching 100 fish in a day, and the boat was absolutely no problem at all.
Okay, we're really roughing it up here this morning. We've got Tim Works coffee, our own personal chef, Matt Maurice, and he's made us something I've never had for breakfast before. Looks pretty cool. Matt, what is this anyway?
It's called a frittata. Started with potatoes, top it with your favorite omelet. Ours happens to be smoky bacon and sweet bell peppers.
And you cooked it in the oven for a bit?
Yeah, we just pan fry the potatoes until they're nice and crisp, and then we put the omelet on top and bake it in the oven, and it comes out nice and fluffy.
All right, well, it must be good because Eric's got his half done already.
You got your scissors close by?
Despite the speed with which we consumed Matt's delicious frittata, our second day started out at a leisurely pace. Eventually, our hunger for some great fishing took hold, and we headed north to a set of rapids on the east side of Eight Flume Falls. All right, Mr. Walleye, fishing a river mouth this morning here, dumping in, and some wee fellas there. All right. Now what I'm using is just a 1/4 ounce jig. I've got a 3-inch Gulp Alive minnow on. We've got the little bait buckets. Whoops.
Hey, don't lose that bait bucket. I don't think there's any tackle shops anywhere close by.
Now, do you think that one might be lunch?
I think we should keep one for lunch.
One.
Maybe we'll put that one on a stringer for lunch. What do you say, Bob?
Good stuff. You're going to certainly go through a lot of jigs up here. So bring lots of 1/8, 1/4, and 3/8 ounce jigs with you.
Scaled back a little bit in size today. We're getting quite a few little nips at it last night, and they didn't seem to be taking the whole bait in. Pulled some of the 3-inch Alive minnows out, and so far they seem to be doing the trick.
Fish.
Fish on!
Walleye, but he looks almost auger-like.
Sure does. Sweet.
All right. Matt, I think we know where that one's going. That's funny. As soon as it got down to the bottom, bango. Dark little eyes. Just a fishing machine this morning.
Next little walleye.
All right.
Oh, look at that one. I think you got big fish of the day so far wrapped up, Matt.
That walleye looked like it had fear in its eyes when the chef got him.
He knew who he was dealing with, I think.
A couple of things I think you have to pay attention to when you're fishing any areas for walleye is the depth, and in this case, current. And, really, it's important to use the right weight of jig so you can get down to where the fish are. Too heavy, you snag up a lot, you lose a lot of jigs, but you're going to anyway. Too light, it's going to get swept away with the current. So right in this little back eddy here where the water's dumping down, 1/4 ounce seems to be a pretty good choice right in here. That way you can still make bottom contact down where those fish are. Okay, there's that 1/4 ounce deal I was talking about. See? Usually this bow and arrow technique of, with the line, can get some jigs out, but not always.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
That was a loser.
Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. In its basic form, a jig is nothing more than a hook with a fixed weight. What makes it special is the way it's dressed and presented. Most of us immediately think of the standard up and down action, but you can easily swim jigs just like a crankbait, or work bottom while maintaining a tight line and solid contact. There are times when a suspended, motionless jig is the way to go. Just witness the reaction of these cold front walleye. This demonstrates the value of choosing something they want and presenting it at a speed dictated by the activity level of the fish. It also shows the importance of a quality rod with a sensitive tip for detecting bites. Armed with the same tackle, some guys still manage to outfish everyone else. Through years of experience, they've taken it to the next level. Part of this lies in detecting strikes that are easily missed and then reacting instantly. It takes confidence and concentration and can be developed to instinctive levels. Many of these hits occur on the drop. All you get is a tap or an early stop. With jigging techniques, subtle changes make a world of difference. Try quivering a jig when you think fish are looking. Movement is everything in this game. Using rod action, you literally talk to the fish in your own personalized way. When it comes to jigging, it really is all in the wrist action. Up next, Bob and Matt show us how quick and easy it is to prepare delicious fish. And while back trolling in the current, Bob and Eric discover they aren't the only ones hungry for walleye.
Oh yeah, look at that.
This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
Hey, I'm here with Matt Maurice, fishing buddy of mine. He's also the head chef at the Martini House here in Burlington, Ontario. What are we cooking today?
We're going to be doing some walleye.
You got something you want to show the audience at home?
Yeah, a little tip. It's called the zipper, because a lot of people who might enjoy fish don't enjoy it because of the bones. So we're just going to slightly pull aside. So all the Y bones are all connected in here, and all we have left is beautiful walleye flesh.
All right.
So we're going to sear these up and have a little bit of salad.
Is that music?
That is the sound of music to me.
Okay.
For folks at home who don't know how to cook fish, you see how it's just becoming white here on the sidelines? That's our visual watch point. If it comes up 25% of the fish, that's when I tend to flip it. You know, see all these pieces will be beautifully done, and it takes no time.
Those are done already. We're talking like...
we're talking seconds.
Yeah.
We'll make a nice little salad, just the simplest vinaigrette. So we're just
fresh lemon,
a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of cracked pepper, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and that's all we need.
That's it?
That's it. That's as simple as cooking is.
All right.
Simple cooking is great cooking.
So you got a cucumber.
A little bit of cucumber, a little cherry tomato, just add some crispness. We're going to make a quick sauce as well. All the beautiful juice that's still from the fish, right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to go like this and throw the lemon right in here. And we have a little bit of fresh chopped chive, a little bit of French technique, and we're gonna finish it like a butter sauce, and that'll be it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
What do you think of this Coleman road trip
I
grill?
really enjoy it. I'm gonna have to purchase one of these. That's for sure.
Isn't it cool?
Handy.
I take it with me everywhere I go when I'm fishing tournaments or filming shows on the road.
This is how we should eat every day. A little bit of walleye, a little bit of salad. Life's good.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome, Bob.
Well, let's get back to some more real fishing.
We have a fleet of 4 aircrafts here. We've got 2 de Havilland Beavers, 1 turbine otter, and a Super Cub as well. Our camp is located on a 50-acre island with 5 cabins on site, screened-in fish cleaning houses with running water to all of them. We also have a camp attendant on site who's there to kind of direct you each day as you're going out on the water. The outpost camps are fully equipped. They've got your full-size refrigerator and stove, and your kitchen is fully ready for you to do all of your own cooking at. We are a family-owned and operated business, and we've been doing this for over 20 years. 95% of our clientele is repeated, so I think that says a lot about the kind of service that they get. Everything is relatively new, and if it's not new, it's replaced, as soon as it becomes old.
Jigging from shore proved pretty successful, but with our hearts and stomachs set on bigger fish, Eric and I tried some back trolling in a stronger current. Mr. Wallaby?
Oh, look at that one.
They're growing up.
Getting bigger. Because you're catching yours right in this part of the swing, right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous Northern Ontario breakfast.
And you know what? That one's a little too big to eat. Don't
Yeah,
you
he
think?
is. He is. Yeah, we say we let that one go and run back up there and take another pass across that rock point.
All right.
Hang on a minute.
You got one?
Boy, there sure are a lot of eyes out here.
28 feet of water that one was. That's down deep, man.
Boy, it's amazing what a set of rapids will do for the fishing, isn't it?
Being a reservoir, a lot of timber down there, so you're going to go through a lot of jigs. This is where you don't want to be frugal on bringing jigs up.
I don't feel a lot of head shaking out of this one. No, it's a walleye. Nice one.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Oh, look at that
fish. That is a good one. That fish was in 30 plus feet of water out here. Let me just get a quick shot of you holding that fish. Perfect.
All set?
Perfecto.
Not long, but chunky.
You know, this is a little woody.
Tough to chew?
Let's just get right up in there again, if you don't mind. All right. In the current.
Nice.
You can drift all you want with your line way out here, but Eric, really, the bottom line is you're not going to catch a lot of fish without control, right? You're going to go through a lot more baits.
You definitely need the boat control. I mean, we're working a little break here. We're able to stay right over top of the break by controlling the boat. We're back trolling is what we're doing here. And you'll lose less baits. I mean, we're still going to get some snags. But when you're letting it haphazardly tumble down a chute or a run like this, it's going to find every little rock, crevice, and stick that you've got in the run, and you'll spend more time retying than you will unbuttoning fish.
When you're fishing with a little tiller motor like this, Eric, you really, you got to obviously be a little adept at holding the rod with your one hand fishing, and then just keeping feathering the throttle so you stay with the current, right?
Yeah, you're trying to match the speed of the current by feathering the throttle like that. It's like playing a game of line chase. That's why I like to use this high-vis lines like the Berkeley Fire line. It makes it easier to see your line, so you can feather the throttle and pulse the boat in the direction that your jig is being swept down the current.
Well, in this case, I'm using this new Stren microfuse, and it's
got
high-vis. In the sun, it's actually blue, which is pretty cool. I can see it.
It's got great visibility above the water.
Just going to go back up here and do another drift.
Are we marking a lot of fish?
You were really jigging that aggressive, I noticed, Eric.
Picking it up and hopping it off the bottom, and look at that. There's a fish with it, Bob.
Oh, yeah?
Reel up and drop down about 5 feet. Larger. Oh, big pike on my walleye.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, man, that is funny. Look at that. He took your walleye.
My gosh.
Look at that. Over the years we've had this happen. The first time on camera, though, that we've had this happen is a pike nailed your walleye.
Look at that.
I got to get a photo of that, okay?
Look at that. I saw a fish come up underneath it, and I honestly thought it was a walleye. I didn't see that it was that big.
So you're going to land the pike, too? Come on.
I am. I think I can do it.
Stay tuned to see if Eric can wrestle that pike into the boat for the first true doubleheader ever caught on camera by The Real Fishing Show in the exciting conclusion of Day 2 on the Ogoki Reservoir.
He doesn't want to let it go, and it can't be.
I don't think you can let it go. Look how far. Oh my gosh, the walleye's going to disappear.
So you're going to land the pike, too? Come on.
I am. I think I can do it.
All right. Yeah.
Woohoo!
So that's a true double header.
That is a double header.
Here, I got to get a photo now. That is a double header.
I don't even know that I'm going to be able to get this walleye out. He's.
Here, do you want me to give you a hand?
I would appreciate it.
Let's see now.
Or should we let him have the walleye? I don't know what to do here. I mean, that walleye is in his gullet already.
It is, eh?
It is in his gullet. Honestly, I think we're going to do more damage to both fish by... someone's got to lose here, and I think it's going to be the walleye in this case.
You hear stories, and I've had it too, where pike attack fish I've had on. Same with muskies, of course, down Lake St. Clair, but very rarely do you land the toothy critter.
Yeah, we've had several times on Lake St. Clair with the muskie coming up and grabbing your smallmouth bass, but as you were saying, I don't think I've ever landed a fish attached to my fish.
Well, I feel sorry for the walleye, but the pike's happy anyway.
Hey, that's great. That's absolutely awesome.
Matt's behind you. He had to come over and have a look as well. Well, that was pretty cool, guys.
That was wild.
Coming up quick.
Think these fish are schooling up?
I would think so. About the same size as the one I caught, except mine was just a hair bigger.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Oh. That one was really deep.
44 feet, you were saying?
Yep. Come on, baby.
That's a chef who means business.
Yeah. Hold on. We have issues. Now, that's not funny. You find it funny, the viewer won't. We're professional. This stuff doesn't happen to professionals. Oh, lost him. This one?
Got a whack on the drop shot.
There we go.
Doubleheader.
Where's my scissors?
I don't know.
You got him? 40 plus feet of water. Oh, nice one. All right. Good fish.
Well, nice fish.
Yeah. Little guy like you, that looks like about a half a pounder. Reality, it's a good fish.
What do you think? You want to put that one back, or we need one more for shore lunch?
That one I'd say goes back.
Go back?
Yeah. I like eating the smaller ones anyway, but you know,
Nice little walleye. Seems to be an almost endless supply of those things here at Ogoki.
Isn't it incredible?
Absolutely fantastic. It's the first fly-in trip that I've ever had the privilege of going on. I just want to thank you for the invitation. This is awesome.
You've never been in a float plane before?
Never been in a float plane. I'll tell you what an amazing adventure that is. Gorgeous cabins here. I was checking out the rates. Absolutely.
Well, it's an affordable
a very
fly-in trip.
Affordable adventure or fly-in trip like that, and the fishing is second to none. I mean, it was awesome.
And whammo! Just amazing, right? On that break. The varying structure and currents found in the Ogoki Reservoir make for some exciting and challenging jig fishing. Complemented by the long days and phenomenal scenery, the amazing north of Superior walleye fishing was an experience well worth the trek. Hey folks, we'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing. A pike nailed your walleye.
Look at that!
Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Whoa. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that. Yes.